What is your guilty pleasure song?
He really gave me that sense of perspective. I've got to do something to help.
Yeah. What drives you? Is it passion or purpose?
People think I'm an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I need to recharge away from people.
I love you, Bab. Hey PJ, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Not too bad.
Welcome.
Not too bad.
So excited to have you on this. Right, so PJ, for those who don't know who you are, who are you?
So my name's PJ, Birmingham based,
Yeah.
through and through. Love Birmingham.
Reality TV lawyer.
Yeah. And then I set up a charity called Love Brum, obviously,
Yes,
with Tim.
yeah, which we're going to go into.
Cool. And then I set up a marketing business with Rob.
Yeah.
That was cool. And I've done loads of bits and bobs since. I'm now a BBC Radio WM radio presenter.
Amazing.
Got the face for radio.
So you're literally Birmingham's Bab.
Yeah, Birmingham's Bab. Anything
Right.
Birmingham, anything I can do to support Birmingham, celebrate Birmingham, the people, the businesses, the projects, the charities. I'm all over that, mate.
Right, before we go ahead, quick
Yeah.
fire round, right?
Oh, this is scary. Go on then.
Literally, coffee, tea, or something stronger.
Coffee.
Okay,
Yeah,
3
coffee.
words to describe PJ Ellis.
Fun. Caring.
Yeah.
Dad. Yeah, let's go
Night
for that.
out or night in?
Night in at the moment.
Okay, I think I know this already, but your favourite Brummy phase.
All right, Bab. It's got to be that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Bab.
What is your guilty pleasure song?
Do you remember the Tony Rich project?
Go on.
Can
you sing it?
Try to run away. That one.
Yes!
And I'm missing you. Nobody
Yes,
knows
yes.
it but me. That one.
Right, if there was a movie,
Yeah.
who would you have playing you?
Dustin Hoffman. He had a big nose. In The Graduate, apparently he looked like me when I was in The Graduate with hair. No, when he was in The Graduate, when I had hair. So Dustin Hoffman,
Well,
what a
hey.
legend, what a legend.
Right.
So off we go then.
Off we go.
So how quickly do we start singing?
As quick as you want. Go on, start singing.
Well, you know what? You know the reason why I say that? Because, right, I love car journeys because it takes me back to being a kid. We used to go Devon, Cornwall,
Yeah.
and Mum and Dad, bless them, it was like first come, first served in relation to
Okay.
the pitch of the
Yeah.
caravan or the tent. And we used to set off at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. My mum, God bless her, she'd get the sleeping bags for us to be in the back. And
Yeah.
we'd sleep in the back, me and my brother. My sister wasn't born then. And we'd have the sleeping bags, and Mum would have made a big sort of like, I don't know, cool box full of sandwiches.
Yeah.
And, 2 a.m, 3 a.m, it'd be freezing cold. You'd just woken up. You got the excitement of going on holiday for 2 weeks. And by about 10 minutes into the journey, you'd be eating sausage rolls and sandwiches at 3 a.m, even though you're not hungry. But I love journeys because it takes me back to those adventures.
So what was your first ever job then, PJ?
My first actual job was at the post office, doing the whole, stamping the benefits books and giving away the milk tokens on Chelmsford Wood. It was a great experience because I was dead young,
Yeah.
got to meet some lovely people, the communication skills. I think it's really important for kids to have a job as soon as they can. Problem solving, communications,
Yeah.
teamwork, confidence, resilience, getting on the bus, finding your way.
I think it's important.
Yeah, big
I think
time.
it's really important.
It didn't do me any, it didn't do me any disservice. Do you know what I mean? And
No.
get a few quid, you can start appreciating owning your own money and earning it and doing with that what you want. Yeah, I mean, my mum and dad brought me up really well. Without whether it was by hook or by crook, I'm very lucky to have the childhood that I did.
So what was the best piece of advice that you've ever been given?
My dad, he said, don't ever have a what if moment. And that was basically, I'd just been asked to do Big Brother. And we just dropped my brother off at the train station. He was at university in Sheffield. And they'd phoned me. And I said, mate, listen, to the executive director at Endemol. I said, Phil, listen, I don't know, mate, leave it with me. And put the phone down, massive, brick mobile phone that my dad had plugged onto the car, nothing like this. And he just looked at me and said, look, just don't have a what if moment, son. And I'm so glad I did it because I was so anxious as a kid. And, there's a chance that I would have said no to what's been such a brilliant and rich experience.
What drives you? Is it passion or purpose?
bit of both actually. Married with a little bit of perspective now as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say that I've always done things that are purposeful. I suppose that journey started with the Help Harry Help Others stuff, the Harry Mosley charity that me and Tim got around and helped, and we set up the charity ball, which still continues today. And that was off the back of me becoming a dad, realising, bless, what Harry was going through in his family. He died of a brain tumour, if you remember, God bless him. And I thought, you know what? It really gave me that sense of perspective. I've got to do something to help. It was something Mum was very, very keen on doing. Right. She was just the most amazing person. And you can tell I'm talking in my past tense that we lost Mum in June 2024. So I've been able to play with passion and purpose up until losing Mum. And now I'm able, God bless her, it's the gift that she gave me that I hope she knows she gave me, because it was the one I've overpaid for most, and Mum has of course. But it's a perspective. So I'm able to play with passion, purpose and perspective, and it's an absolute superpower. It allows me to, ironically, this is going to sound bizarre, but it doesn't mean I don't care, but I care less about certain things that used to hamstring me. You know, what do people think about me? People are looking at my legs or my fat bum or my big head or whatever it might be. No one cares. They're all in their own stress loops.
Cares. I don't think it doesn't matter. It's what you think, I think.
Yeah, and I'm getting stronger in, you know, what is it? You listen to, the voice you hear most is your own, right?
Yes.
So, you know, talk more confidently to yourself, be more positive, and all that sort of stuff. All those anxieties I've had for years and years, and my mum knew me the most, and ironically, since she's gone, she's given me this gift that's enabled me to sort of be more confident, to be more understanding in what I want and what I should be delivering for mine. Yeah, of course, I'm still going to give, but actually charity should start at home, if that's the old adage, or, you know, make sure that when you give to others that your cup's full as well, all that. So, yeah, I mean, thank God bless your mum. She's left me with the most amazing gift of perspective, and as I said, like, it's very powerful.
It is, isn't it? And what about your biggest lesson that you've learned from running your own ventures? And it's been quite a few, haven't there?
Yeah, I've ran a few. Been lucky to, obviously I don't make money from the charity stuff that, you know, we set up Love Brum, me and Tim in 2012 with a guy called Dave McLean, lovely guy. And you learn loads on that journey. Yeah. I've had a couple of businesses, Lightbox, Blake 7, they're both in the digital marketing arena. Yeah. All, you know, on the face of things, successful. But equally, people don't see, and this is what I like about these conversations. You strip down those layers that you know, LinkedIn protects you, social media protects you, because you only see that filtered life that people want to showcase. Yeah. And actually, when you remove the layers, you appreciate that we're all normal people navigating ups, downs, lefts, and rights.
I never realised you were a lawyer.
Well, basically, I was a really socially awkward kid, very nervous, very anxious, and I was a decent footballer. So that's all I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I think my anxieties didn't necessarily push me into education, but I was stimulated by learning. But yeah, I was an overthinker, and that led into me just wanting to get all the straight A's, which led into my career as advisor, just going, I wanted to be a lawyer. I just thought law would be dancing babies, cocktails and pretty ladies. So I thought, yeah, let's go for it. But yeah, it was a great career, law, in relation to transferable skills. Yeah. It wasn't for me. But actually, you know what? Times have changed. I didn't realise, you don't back then, but actually if you work for a law firm now, there's so many more things you could do in the law firm that might not have been practising law like I was, a solicitor. What purpose was that giving me? You know, making money was great. I thought success was more material back then. Yeah. I wanted a big house, car, watch, and then you get all those. Yeah. And actually, I would give all those up in a heartbeat to spend a second with my mum again.
So what's been your proudest moment so far?
My kids. And part of that journey has been my most challenging journey, because actually one of my regrets with the lowercase r is that for the first 8 years of Blake's life, my son is 14 now, I wasn't really around. You know, I thought success was, you know, having your name above the door and a huge number of staff members and a big office and all that. And he just wanted my time. He's not, you know, I'm not thinking now of Mum of what she earns and what her staff head count was like. I just miss her and the time we spent. Yeah. And so, you know, proudest achievement is definitely becoming a dad. And actually off that, I suppose, which is a pretty standard thing for any parent to say, probably Love Brum. You know,
Yeah.
a charity that, you know, we've supported in one way or another over 400 local projects, and I'm not around that charity, what's the word, like officially anymore. After 10 years, Mum said, look, you've done enough, Bab. And Dave McLean, actually, he left about a year into the journey. He said, you'll know when you need to move on.
Yeah.
There'll be new blood, there'll be new energies.
Yeah.
And we've got a great board of young, energetic people that are carrying on that work, and yeah, I'm really proud of that.
I mean, you mentioned something earlier on about time, the commodity, like that's so precious.
Yeah.
It's not about the money, it's about time people give you.
Yeah.
I mean, I rely on people who mentor me, people I can turn to. Who do you turn to? Who mentors you?
I'm a big advocate of mentor-mentee relationships. You get as much out of being a mentor as you probably do as a mentee. So I'm mentoring someone at the moment, to remain nameless, but she's a lovely lady doing brilliant things, and I get as much out of her as I hope she gets out of me.
Yeah.
But I've had some real standout mentors in my life. One of them, Tim Andrews, MBE. He's a great guy. He's always supported me, and I know how much he's supported other charities, more than people will ever know. He's been there for me when he's always been a good ear, like, you know, whether it be business. Another one, Andy Dawson, Curium Solutions, lovely guy. His values, fantastic framework, and just always very supportive. My dad, my mum, I mean, I say pretty standard, but actually, you know what? I sometimes think that that's reality, that everyone has that framework from a parenting point of view, and unfortunately they don't. So I was really lucky to have that. Brilliant mentors in the sense of what's right and wrong.
Yeah. I think it's important to surround yourself by people who know a lot of different things and are specialists in those areas.
Solihull College, played for them,
Yeah.
weirdly enough, off the record. So the universities
would,
or the colleges rather, would play a tournament across the UK, and the winners would represent England in a World Cup. And basically, even though I didn't go to that college, they drafted me in. I was a foreigner. Yeah, because I was quite a good goalkeeper, so I played for England.
They drafted you
in France. Went to a tournament in France.
No.
Yeah. And you know what? The first thing I did, we were playing, I think it was the Germans. I say that, it probably wasn't, because England, Germany. I think it was Poland, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And we all had the kit on, it was amazing. And I come out, I goes to punch a ball, and I punch my mate, Matty Trainer, and I break his jaw.
You know what? When you're running a business or whatever you're doing in life, there's always going to be ups and downs.
Yeah.
And it's at your worst moments in your life that you realise who's actually sitting in the trenches with you,
100%.
or, you know, pulling you back out again. And that's what matters. Those are the people that matter. That's where your energy should be. I don't know about you, but the older I'm getting, my tribe is getting smaller.
Yeah. Well, my tribe is becoming smaller because they're the people I want to spend time with. I want to go back. People think I'm an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I need to recharge away from people. I need energy from people, projects, purpose.
Yes.
Michaela, she says she's retired, she's happy, but she's still doing things. You got to keep busy.
I don't think you're ever going to switch off.
Nah, you just maybe, and I don't know what your goal is in life. I know you got your vision boards. I was loving you telling me about that. I need to set my own up.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's sometimes difficult to really say, right, this is the end line.
Yeah.
Because actually, it never comes. Well, we know what one end is, depending on what you believe in, is there is something that's definitely going to happen to you. Whatever happens after, we don't know yet. But I think my mistake, it's not a mistake, but the lesson was I used to put this finite line, you know, I want to sell my business for X, I want to exit for Y.
Yeah.
But you never really, and then you think you're done, you've completed life. No, you haven't. Because you've got another, you know, I prefer now to say I would love to be in a position where I've got more time to do.
Yeah.
I want to spend more time with my kids. Every Tuesday night I want to make sure I'm taking mini football training. That's my non-negotiable. And the closer I get to that, and you said earlier about practicing gratitude, that would be my lesson to people. Practice gratitude, because if you always go for the next thing, when are you ever going to be fulfilled, truly fulfilled? The more I get older, the more in tune I am with what success looks like. And it's quite a nice, liberating feeling, to be fair.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Because we've won already.
Yeah.
We've won already, mate.
You're winning at life.
When I'm struggling, I think, try and flip the way I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So business, personal, professional, whatever it is, try and keep in mind that regardless of all the... Remember Count Duckula diving into his pound coins? Your legacy, however wealthy you are, however many staff members you've got, is what you leave behind in your kids. Be kind, be present.
Yeah.
Try and give them as much of that thing that they want, which is your attention, your presence. You know, Dad, can I play football? How many times have you gone, not yet, son?
Yeah.
Or you've thought you're present, but you're on your phone whilst telling them to get off their phone.
Oh, God, don't.
Again, all difficult things to conquer, but once you do, life just becomes a little bit like, oh, that's nice. That's nice.
It's true, isn't it?
And I am happier, ironically, now I have this perspective. The irony is, I want to tell Mum.
You're doing a lot in the whole mindset, and everything else, aren't you?
I'm struggling. So I'm trying to be transparent. I'm trying to let my guard down and be quite vulnerable online. And don't get me wrong, I've got some mates that will text me going, bloody hell, mate, you know, cheer up a bit, joking, like the pub humour. But the responses I'm getting justify, I think, me going into my, out of my comfort zone, because people, honestly, we're not, again, I'm not excluding ladies from this, but I've only looked at the data about blokes, but male loneliness is going up, male suicide rates, I can't even be bothered to tell you about that, but it's our biggest killer before 40. Suicide, death by suicide. It's just, it's becoming part of this sort of fabric of society, conversation. It's just terrible. And there's loads of things we can talk about on that, but we won't. But one thing I want to do is to make sure that men try and become more comfortable talking.
It's so important, isn't it? It's important to talk.
Yeah,
it's important to say how you feel. I think it's when you bottle it in and not say it, the regrets come in, the regrets then either kill you in the sense of you're sitting there holding on to all of that. And you kind of punish yourself for not speaking up when you should have spoken up or not.
Isn't that weird, yeah? So you get the guilt and regrets from not speaking out. And this is why fair play, driven conversations aren't just talking about the people you're having conversations with. They are resonating with people that will give them takeaways that they can implement very quickly in their life. So fair play to you, Bab, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. We're home.
I love you, Bab.
That was quick.